If I jump in your van and I just turn on, you know, on shuffle, will I hear you?
Yeah, you hear me?
You listen to your music?
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Sure.
I will listen to some songs.
You don't find that's vanity?
No.
Hey guys, Lex Messiah here again, and by now you know that we always try to end the video with a positive message. Well, today we're actually gonna start with a positive message, and we're gonna continue with a positive message because I was able to sit down with Positive, take him for a drive, and we had a conversation in my car. So what I'm doing is this week I'm gonna release a couple of those conversations or parts that I think would be useful to you guys in a series of what I'm going to call positive conversations. Good name, yeah? Without further ado, let's get into the first of many positive conversations with Positive. Welcome to my vehicle.
Yes, sir.
I will play some music on my phone.
It's fine.
In the back. But speaking of which, what kind of music? Okay, if I play my music, you might hear yourself. Right. If I jump in your van and I just turn on, you know, on shuffle, will I hear you?
Yeah, you hear me?
You listen to your music?
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Sure.
I will listen to some songs.
You don't find that's vanity?
No. Like, I feel like the music that I make have a message. I used to write music that will help me go through my own situations first, you know. So
okay.
Until, you know, people start to latch on to the music that I make, you know, and I think like, this was, I don't want to say a selfish effort on my part, but you know, this was really me trying to encourage myself and the things that I was going through, and it turned out to be able to help other people.
Okay.
You know, so I can't say that I wouldn't listen to my old music.
Okay. So you're saying used to. You say the music that you used to do, or you used to make music for yourself. Yeah. You still make music for yourself.
Well, now, as you know, everybody grow, you know, make music that would I'll be touching on different things that might not have
to do with you personally.
To do with me personally, or I might not have an experience in that particular thing.
Yeah.
But I could write based on the experience of others now, you know, based on the influences of other people, different experiences that I or other people might have. Because the truth is, you learn from the mistakes of other people, not just your own mistakes.
If you're doing it right.
If you want to do it right.
I never let go.
Never Let Go is the song that blew up.
Yeah.
That was the breakout song.
So what they say, the song that make Positive bust.
Never Let Go. Where that song come from?
Well, in that song, 4 years before, this was 2007 I wrote that song, and in that year is when my mom would have passed from cancer. My sister would have died 4 years before that, and I kind of wrote that song as a means to encourage myself, encourage my mind, my mental, to say, hey, listen, this is not the end of the world. You know, if you really choose to be a Christian and a believer in Jesus Christ, then you have to understand that bad things happen at times, but the word says He makes a way of escape for everybody to kind of endure and bear. So, you know, He was my comfort at that time, so I was just kind of lashing out and saying, Lord, you know what, I'm never going to let go because you are the driver of my vehicle. You understand?
Take my while to figure out exactly what you were saying. So you're from Tobago?
Yeah, man.
But your accent is not Tobagoan, yeah?
I've heard people say that a lot. Why?
You have a kind of song like do a kind of Jamaican thing with no in Tobago. That's how they just talk.
Wait.
But you have a kind. I don't know. Well.
Okay. So how it is, by
in a lot of
Now, if I want to talk like a Tobagoan, I could talk like a Tobagoan, right?
Right. But that's something you have to put on.
No, you see, the thing is, when it is that travel to a lot of places and stuff, and you're having conversation and you're interacting, you realize people always have to say,
What is that?
what is that? What you say?
I feel that.
So over the years, you know, the different circles and spheres that you've been in, you know, it caused your accent to maybe change a little bit because Trinidadians have a different accent from Tobago.
That's true.
And you know, so when a Trinidadian comes to Tobago, I could hear the sing song accent. You understand?
Okay,
but now, maybe people can't say if I'm a Trinidadian or a Tobago. They just know that I'm from this country.
Yeah.
So I have a mix of the two right now.
Is the truth,
Yeah.
But you're from Tobago?
Yeah, from Tobago, John Dial, Tobago.
Your wife is a Tobagonian?
Nah, my wife is from Mova in Trinidad.
So I'm to Tobagonian girls one way?
Well, I was here studying and stuff, you know, and this woman crossed my eyes, and I just could not help but gaze, you know. And since that first gaze, I'm still gazing to today.
So you gaze first and she looked back, or it take a while for her to notice you?
Huh. Nah, I think she saw the gaze and she
One
responded.
time? Yeah, positive
She
had
was put on the
touch.
joy, you understand?
Okay, so hold me closely.
Hold me closely, let me feel your embrace.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
about it? Or that's about it?
No, well, no. No, that song is not about
A woman.
a woman per se, you know. The words that the words of the song said, if the love of my wife is true, then for that woman I'll see joy inside of you.
Right.
Understand? So bless my future bride.
Oh, so
That's what the
Ollie
song
wasn't
Bless
married,
my
or-
future bride. You know, I didn't meet Annalise at that time. That was many years
True.
ago. Yeah.
Yikes.
You know.
I really say, I told you something like a kind of dedication to
No. You know, I'm just saying that the way that the Lord holds us closely, you know, it's somewhat symbolic of that
Okay.
relationship, you know, because that's how the Bible really defines God's relationship with us. You know,
It's true, it's like a real relationship.
Yeah.
It's like a real relationship.
Yeah, so it's kind of mirroring the two.
Right? Okay.
And if the love of my wife is true, woman, I'll see her inside you.
You ever get your heart broken?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
And okay, you write a song about it?
Nah.
Okay, so how you deal with the heartbreak?
I don't know. You just pick yourself up and move on.
You can't tell me that because I have had my heart broken. It's not that easy.
It's not that easy.
It's not that easy.
How I deal with heartbreak, man? Hurt, man. Yeah, I fought my heart there, but I end up getting the love of Christ and check back up and.
So God help you with your heartbreak.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, typical
You would say
Christian.
he's near the broken hearted, you know. Real talk.
Interesting. So if you get your heartbreak, seek God.
If anything, if you want a woman, seek God. If you want money, seek God. I have a scripture for everything. Anything you want, it is wrapped up in God. You understand?
I don't regret any relationships, but I learned a lot.
Very
True. Failure. So you say you're watching my YouTube channel, right? And I do a video about learning to do it all, and I talk about failure as the first step to success. What do you think is one of your biggest failures in your music journey or in life?
Yeah, I went to a country and it's like, I don't know if I didn't have the information right or whatever, but it's like I didn't deliver in the way that I normally would. I guess because maybe I was out of tune, maybe it was my own mentality or lack of knowledge or lack of preparation, but everything went wrong. Everything. I'm talking about I singing this song and the sample started to play another song. It was just terrible. Even one time in Tobago we had an event and anytime I'm coming on the band before us change the keyboard notes.
Or they transpose
it to a different key, and by the time the band strikes up the keyboard, this is in a different key. I am singing to the key of the keyboard. The bass man is playing to the original key, and it's just being ineffective. Those are the times that I would say I look back and I had the opportunity to do so much more, and you know, in the music world, one event might bring another event and that kind of thing. So you know. And I just felt as if I was a disappointment. And it may not have been my fault, you know.
But it
could have
happened,
been-
and you are
it
part of
happens,
it.
and yeah. So
How you just pick yourself up after that?
quarrel. Don't talk to nobody. Yeah, but honestly, just you try to have a meeting about it, and you try to postmortem, and you try to have everything corrected, even before you go on decision. You know, you try to put buffers in place, like if this happens here,
this is what we do.
this is what we're gonna do. You understand? If when we are about to go on the stage, the band is not ready or the system is not set, if there's a heavy feedback, then maybe we're not going on at that time. You know, we're waiting. You know, because I mean, it's just about these things cause you to raise your own level,
Yeah.
Because in a team, I always say, and then look at the 12 disciples. They had a Judas in the midst.
Yeah.
And that Judas kept the purpose going.
True.
You understand?
True.
So every obstacle that might seem like it's just a part of it, you understand? It's something that you just constantly keep you on your knees.
Yeah.
You understand? Judas in my life keep me on my knees. Praying, making sure that I walking right and living right, making sure that when I die, fulfilling the purpose of, you understand?
Yeah.
That I was sent here for. So it's important to know that your failures are, like Johnson McReynolds say, because the devil learns from your mistakes even if you don't. And I was like, he said that, I was like, yeah, brother, preach, man. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's important. So that is, I would say, is a personal failure. Every time that I'm not able to deliver what I'm supposed to do. Because you don't want to be knowing that you're trying to walk in your purpose and you're not accomplishing what you said.
True. Yeah. I mean, I always say I don't necessarily have to be the best person doing this thing.
Right.
But I'm gonna do this thing the best that I could.
Right.
And I guess it's about that, just aiming to be better than yourself.
Yeah.
Doing your best. And embracing your Judas, like Jesus. Nice. I don't know if you guys could tell from the video, but sitting down with him in person, I could tell that Joel is a genuine guy. Like, the principles that he sings about, he's also living them out. And so when I'm asking him things, like, he don't have to think, he just pull in the information because it's what he living. And I think that's really cool. So, I'm not getting paid to say this, but because I admire the work that he's doing, I'm going to ask you guys to check him out on Instagram and Facebook and tune in to the album launch on Friday. You know, support him. He's supporting me. And you guys seem to be fans of supporting me. So, it's a win-win-win-win, you know? Yeah! Lyrics Messiah, alongside Positive, signing off for now. And until next time, may the light expose you well.
One by one, shine your light them all.
I'll never let go, 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 I'll never let go.